Hello. Thanks for stopping by. This is Grandpa Hickory. Do you remember the bomb drills that we had back in the 1960s? Really, the 1950s into the 60s. I was at John F. Peeler Elementary School. I'll never forget it as long as I live. And they came over the PA system and announced well, back then they called it atomic bombs. But they said that Russia had sent an atomic bomb to the United States. So they made this weird sound, and the teacher jumped up and blew whistles. And when they blew at the sign of the whistle, you had to dive underneath your desk. Is that going to save you from a nuclear blast? The Democrats had a big program. They went around to all the schools and things, and they told everybody that in the auditorium we'd all get together. And they told us that when we were to hear the whistle, that we were to go underneath our desk and we were to cover the back of our heads with our hands, right over our heads. And we were to hide underneath our little bitty tiny desks. You know, friend, if somebody came and told you to take a piece of cardboard the size of your chest and paint it red with temper paints or watercolors, and you'd be protected from bullets. That's what they did to us in the 1950s and 60s. They outright lied to us. You know, and I never will forget it. John F. Peeler School Elementary. It's on the corner of Llewellyn and Pembroke Street. I lived at 622 West Pembroke, right down the road from the school. And I loved that school so much. It holds such a place in my life. I went to that elementary, and so did my wife. My wife is deceased now. We were married 44 years, and I always called her my Peeler girl. But any road, I never will forget, there was a guy his name was Kurt Zimmerman. We loved old Kurt Zimmerman. And one time they announced, they blew the whistles and everybody dove under their desk, and Kurt Zimmerman ran outside, and wherever you were not allowed to, come back in or anything like that because it was a bomb drill. Well, you know what Kurt did? He went down and took off, and he jumped down in the creeks, and he wove all through the creeks and everything and went back to his house. He went home. He got out of school early, and they never did anything to old Kurt. And I've remembered that. Oh, Lord, what year was that? I think it was 1965. I think it was 1965. And I never will forget it as long as I live. But old Kurt, he just went outside, and when the whistle went off, he wasn't allowed to come in. So, man, he took off. He went home. Good old Kurt. He died in his 50s. I'm 72 now, and just about everybody I ever went to school with, they're deceased now. But I remember the bomb drills that the Democrats had all of us children doing in all the schools in America. It was a Democrat program for us to hide underneath our desk and cover the back of our heads. And that's going to protect us from a nuclear blast. Boy, we have been lied to by them people for years, haven't we? The biggest bunch of liars are in the White House right now. Let's vote them out. This coming election 2024. Hey, hit the like button, subscribe. I'll see you on the next video.